Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got something pretty interesting today, looking at a really significant development in telecoms.
Mm.
Our sources are pointing towards this big collaboration happening over in Indonesia. It's between IOH, that's Indosat Ooredoo Hutchison, a major player there, and Huawei.
That's right, a major infrastructure project.
Exactly. And what really jumps out, the line that caught my eye, is that this is apparently Indonesia's first ever cloud-native PS core transformation at massive scale.
Yeah, that phrase massive scale is key there.
It is, and they're calling it a technical and strategic benchmark. Sounds, well, pretty advanced. So maybe you can break that down for us. What exactly is a cloud-native PS core transformation? Why is it such a big deal, this crucial infrastructure leap?
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. So the PS core, think of it like the central processing unit for all the data on a mobile network.
The brain, basically.
Pretty much, yeah, for data specifically. So everything like your streaming, your apps, messages, it all goes through there. Traditionally, this used very specific, rigid hardware boxes.
Right, physical machines dedicated to tasks.
Exactly. Now, cloud native, that's the game changer. It means they're taking those functions, breaking them down into smaller software pieces, microservices, and running them on more standard off-the-shelf servers. It's like rebuilding the whole data nervous system,
Ah, okay.
moving from that fixed kind of monolithic setup to something much more flexible, defined by software.
So less about specific boxes and more about adaptable software running on general hardware. It's not just tweaking things, it's a whole new architecture.
Precisely. A complete reimagining.
You mention, or rather the sources mention, it's a strategic benchmark.
Yeah.
What does that mean beyond the tech itself, especially for, other countries maybe facing similar challenges?
Well, that's a really important angle. For Indonesia, you've got this vast country, thousands of islands.
Huge geographical challenge.
Absolutely. So massive scale isn't just subscriber count. It's about covering that huge, diverse area, connecting places consistently. This cloud-native approach lets them manage and deploy updates centrally, much more efficiently, across that entire territory.
Something the old hardware couldn't really do effectively.
Not nearly as easily, no. So it becomes a kind of blueprint for other regions with similar geographic or developmental hurdles. It shows how you can modernize and expand reach at the same time. Huawei's obviously bringing their tech know-how, and IOH is really pioneering it in this complex environment.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Moving from widget to flexible makes managing scale easier. But let's bring it down to the user level. For you listening, maybe trying to stream something or make a call, what's the actual payoff?
Right, the user experience, that's fundamental here. You should see things like noticeably lower latency.
Less lag.
Exactly. Better for gaming, smoother video calls, just more reliable mobile data overall. But beyond that immediate feel, it gives the network huge agility,
Agility, meaning what?
meaning IOH can react way faster. If there's a sudden surge in demand for data in one area, they can scale up resources quickly, they can roll out new services or features much faster than before,
Okay.
and manage traffic across their huge network more efficiently. It's not just about making today's stuff work better, it's really about enabling true 5G capabilities down the line.
Ah, so it's foundational for next-gen stuff.
Definitely. Things like network slicing, dedicating a piece of the network for specific business needs, or the ultra-low latency needed for, say, remote surgery or autonomous cars. You just can't do that effectively on the older, rigid systems.
It really is amazing how these massive foundational projects like this first cloud-native PS core in Indonesia just happen in the background, isn't it? We as users often don't notice the upgrade itself.
We don't, we just notice the effects. Hopefully, better service.
Yeah, but it profoundly shapes our digital experience.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, this kind of overhaul is all about delivering digital services better, more responsive, more reliable for you, the user. And it gives the operator, IOH in this case, immense flexibility to adapt and innovate.
So it prepares them for whatever comes next.
Precisely. It positions them for, future telecom innovations, ensuring they can evolve quickly. That ultimately means better, more advanced services for everyone connected to that network.
So maybe the thing to think about is how an investment like this one, Indonesia's first big cloud-native core, sets a new precedent. It shows how quickly innovation can happen, even at massive scale. What could that mean for your own connectivity, your digital services, wherever you are, as this model potentially spreads?